Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Jessie, and Dan and I are part of the sales team here at Fazandia. We're joined today by Jessie from Voxell Architecture, who is going to take us through one of our newest developments, which is 11 Collingwood in Waterloo. So take it away, Jessie.
Thanks, Jesse. Hi, everybody. My name is also Jesse. I'm an architect at Voxell Group. And today we're looking at a really great new development from Fazandia Group at 11 Collingwood Street in Waterloo, Lower Hutt. So we'll just look at Google Earth for a second to situate ourselves, and then we'll go into the other model to look at the detail. So this is lovely Lower Hutt, and Collingwood Street is here on the eastern side of the valley. And it's a really nice, central, quite leafy suburban area of Lower Hutt. Fazandia Group has just completed another project on the corner of Brook and Vincent Streets that's been very popular. And so this is the next one, which is just a stone's throw away in Collingwood Street. Now, Collingwood Street is a really lovely, leafy, quiet street, sort of fringed by Huaracawa trees down both sides. And really, really close, a very short walk down to Waterloo train station, which is what you can see down at the end of the road. This is one of the major train stations in Lower Hutt, and there's really frequent services from here into Wellington Central, as well as up the line to Upper Hutt. So you're a few minutes walk from a train station, which means you're 15 minutes easy ride into the city. So really good from that perspective. Also really well located to a bunch of schools and amenities. There's the Waterloo preschool and primary school over here to the right. There is Hutt Intermediate School, not too much further away over here on the left, as well as a number of private schools, Chiltern St James and St Bernard's School on Waterloo Road. There's also the shops down by Waterloo train station, and walking distance to Trafalgar Park, which is a really large area of playing fields, very, very close by. Collingwood Street, number 11, we've got this public pathway, a little shortcut that skirts along the southern edge of the site, and that will provide a really good shortcut for kids to get down, through some quiet streets down to Trafalgar Park. So, that is basically the immediate context and area. So from here, we will flip into the more detailed model and take you for a tour of the development itself. So here we are. This is Collingwood Street that we're looking at straight ahead. We're looking at the same direction, so we are looking down towards Waterloo train station. And here on the left, we have the new development, 11 Collingwood Street. So one of the really nice aspects about the site is that in addition to the nice, quiet, leafy street, we have a really, really deep burn on the edge of the road in front of the project. So we've got this nice little area of grass with a couple of mature street trees. So there's a really good setback from the street, nice amount of privacy and quietness. Here we have that little pedestrian pathway that connects Collingwood Street down to Vincent Street on the other side. And then we have the driveway that gives us access down to the back units. If we just zoom out a little bit, you can see the way that the development is designed. We have a block of 3 townhouses along the street, 3-bedroom units on the outside, and then a 2-bedroom unit on the middle. And they have nice little sunny courtyards on the rear side. And then down the driveway, we have 4 3-bedroom townhouses, which have garages coming up the driveway, and these really lovely, very sheltered little courtyards on the northern side of the houses. So quite simple how the project is messed up, but we think pretty effective. So if we pop down to street level, we'll just move across the front of Block 8, and then we'll come down the driveway and have a look at the garage units at the back. So got some really nice combination of cedar claddings and profile metal to clad the front townhouses. Really nice, tall, sheltered entries. Quite sort of dramatic roof lines with some deep recesses to get a lot of light and shadow, and a bit of a playful sort of facade, while giving you a little bit of shelter at the entry. Then they've got small ornamental gardens out in front to provide a little bit of a buffer to the street. And then we will come down the driveway and we'll take a look at the units down the back. So we've got a landscape architect who has given us a design for some really lovely landscaping around here. There'll be, a range of plants and flowers down here to provide a buffer between the driveway and the walkway down to Vincent Street. And then also around the entrances to the houses themselves. So as we come down here, you get little glimpses of the entries into each of these units. Again, there's small sort of canopies and shelters over the entries and a little pergola so we can grow some climbing plants and things over the top. So we'll just come down to the end of this driveway and turn around and take a look back into the direction. And then we'll come into one of these units and take a look inside. So as we first enter the front door, we arrive in the entry. We've got the kitchen on the right, a nice island kitchen with some stools around the outside. And then this flows down through to the dining area and the living area down at the end. So it's sort of normally open plan, but there is a bit of separation between the living area and the kitchen dining zone so that, there's flow and there's openness, but there's also some bit of separation and a bit of noise insulation so that if you're watching TV and someone's washing the dishes, you're not too disturbed by that. And then both the dining and living area open out onto these really great little sun traps of a courtyard out the front. So these face due north, so get a lot of sun. And the intent here is that, Wellington outer areas, they're all about like microclimate. So if you can find a spot which is sunny and sheltered, you're out of the wind and you're in the sun, then in my experience of living in this town for a very long time, then you can create a situation where it's, summer all year round, more or less. So that's what we're really trying to achieve here is really, really good microclimate, really usable, really sheltered, really private outdoor spaces with like really, really good proximity to the living areas of each house. So if we just come back to another unit, for example, back in here, you can see basically there's, we tried to control overlooking as much as possible so that once you're in the little courtyard, you're very warm and very private and all the rooms look out onto it. The plan is to grow some nice creeping plants and flowers up the neighbor's wall. So you've got a sort of a bit of a green wall to look out onto from the interiors. So that is about it in terms of the main features of the Spillet. Josh, Dan and Jesse, do you have any questions?
No, I was just going to say, sorry, Dan, I was just going to say, I love how you've done those courtyards there. You've actually been able to use sort of the wall of the units next door to make it more enclosed and really private. So it's a really nice use of that space, I think.
That's a great walkthrough. Thanks, Jesse, and really great design, capturing all that sunlight into those spaces, which is really cool. And with them having internal garages plus 2 bathrooms upstairs as well, like great use of space. So we're really excited about these. Construction's underway, and I do believe we're going to be finishing these at the final quarter of this year. So, we're super excited. Thank you so much.